We've started the banana zone. You can see it breaking out on the chart. We ain't even accelerated yet. Lots more to come. It's Banana City lies ahead in the banana zone. Elon sending a fucking rocket to Mars with bananas on it. What more do you need? We've got the institutions buying. We've got the ETFs. We've got regulations changing. Chill the fuck out. Do nothing. Hold your bag. If you're new to the game, get in now. Don't wait too late, because too late will be too late. So just do your best.
Crypto is on the brink of an explosive surge, unlike anything we've witnessed before. Don't miss your chance to capitalize on this monumental shift. Real Vision CEO and veteran macro analyst Raoul recently shared his bullish outlook on the near-term future of crypto and how investors can seize the opportunities ahead. Pal highlights institutional involvement as a critical turning point, bringing substantial capital and much-needed credibility to solidify the market's foundation. Another major driver is the emergence of exchange-traded funds for crypto asset. These regulated and easily accessible investment vehicles are opening the floodgates for broader participation. According to Pal, ETFs make it simpler for anyone to invest, paving the way for a massive influx of capital that could send prices soaring. Stay tuned until the end of the video as Raoul unveils his winning strategy for navigating this game-changing cycle.
Hi guys, hope to see you guys at Dubai Token 2049. We have exclusive 10% off the limited super early bird tickets. Click the link below. This pass will grant you access to speaking sessions, networking app, exhibition hall, daily networking drinks, and also included breakfast, lunch, and coffee breaks, all included the package. I love to see everyone there. Peace out.
Let's talk a bit about the banana zone. Banana zone is happening. You can all see it's happening. It's not a one-way journey. Banana zone, for many of you new to crypto, is the period when prices accelerate. It's the famous period where you can make a lot of money. All your friends are making money and you're not invested in crypto and you feel stupid. It actually works for the stock market as well, particularly in tech stocks, but crypto is where the real action lies and things get completely ridiculous, like we've seen with Doge being up 400% in a week or whatever it's done. And that's a major token. So it's an opportunity to lock in. It's an opportunity that we can make some real money to unfuck our futures. It's a really serious thing. Yes, banana zone, how funny, it's phallic and whatever. The chart looks like a banana. I'll show it to you later. But really, it's the chance to unfuck our futures. You know, we're given this gift of the highest performing asset class in all recorded history. We need to take it. Because as I've talked about, we've got 6 years before, I don't even know how the economic machine works or how markets work anymore. And, you know, those of you who haven't seen the video about the 6 years, I know a lot of you have. So the banana zone is the time for us to make money. Many of you I know because I did the Diary of a CEO podcast. There's a lot of new people out there and they're not sure about crypto. When should I get in? How should I do it? Is it too late? Those are the questions we get asked. Is it too late? No. But you don't have long. You really, if not, you're going to buy prices where you're likely at some point to be feeling stupid that you bought them here. But I think with Solana below, 220, with Bitcoin below 90, ETH, where's ETH today? ETH below, 3,500. These are still good prices. SUI below $3. All of this, these are all fine. But don't wait too much longer. Just get in. And if you're new and you're like, how the fuck do I do this? Just open a Coinbase account and buy some Bitcoin. Don't overcomplicate it. And we'll talk about that don't fuck this up thesis in a minute. But that's something that's really important in this is I'm trying to guide you of how to get in, what it means, why it's happening, why your future's been fucked, where we're going, and then how not to screw up the opportunity, the biggest opportunity of your lifetime and my lifetime. And that means you'd never lose control of your tokens. And it means never overtrade. It means don't FOMO into the stupid shit your friend tells you to buy. Every time I've done that, and I only do it with small size, they usually go down 99%. We've all got a wallet of shame where we've made the mistake. Nothing wrong with making mistakes. Just do it with 10% of your money, please. You'll make plenty of money with an equal allocation. If you're new, Bitcoin, ETH, Solana. If you're a bit racier, something like SUI or NEAR or whatever, suits your fancy. I know there's a bunch of XRP people here. There's a bunch of Cardano. I don't care what you do. Just the top 3, keep those, and then add whatever you think is your favorite. And then with a small amount, 10% or less, have fun with memes, have fun with the crazy AI ideas, have fun with all of that, and see if you make money. You probably won't. You'll get some that'll run and you're like, oh my God, I'm so good at this. And then 99% of everything you bought goes to shit. So that's the don't fuck this up thesis. Don't lose control of your tokens. Don't use leverage. Don't stick them into some stupid DeFi project for a 25% yield, and then suddenly you find out that you've lost your tokens because that's blown up. This, my friends, is the banana zone. This is when we've had 8 months of consolidation. You've all lost your fucking minds. And then the simple God candle arrives, and suddenly we feel good. Lord Vishnu blesses us with the God candle, and we can all go about our business thinking we're the smartest people in the world. But we're not really. It's actually driven by global liquidity. You've all seen this chart before. Every time global liquidity breaks out, it goes through this consolidation pattern. As liquidity tightens, it breaks out. Crypto breaks out with it. Now, global liquidity is contracting right now, but it did break out to a new high. It's expected to break out going forwards, and I'll show you that in a second. So we're at the point where crypto does really well, which is the banana zone. Crypto follows global liquidity. Does it really well? It's got an 87.5% correlation. Global liquidity comes in these seasons: spring, summer, fall, winter. Again, I've covered these a lot. We are in summer. If you look at the summer periods of that weird mustard orange, we always have a strong market in liquidity. So that's debasement of currency that makes our number go up. Our number go up is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the benchmark asset. And again, we go further out the risk curve. Late summer and fall is all about the risk curve. We'll come on to that. But if you look at the mustard periods, it's always gone up in summer. In fact, so is the NASDAQ. All risk assets always go up. Election years, same thing. Presidential election cycle, all the same thing. And then in fall, we tend to have a good rally, and then we top out eventually. Twice it's been at the end of the year, once it's been kind of towards the end of the year with that weird double top pattern. We've started the banana zone. You can see it breaking out on the chart. We ain't even accelerated yet. Lots more to come. It's Banana City lies ahead in the banana zone. Elon sending a fucking rocket to Mars with bananas on it. What more do you need? We've got the institutions buying. We've got the ETFs. We've got regulations changing. Chill the fuck out. Do nothing. Hold your bag. If you're new to the game, get in now. Don't wait too late, because too late will be too late. So just...
Ethereum has experienced an impressive 20% rally over the past week, driven by significant outflows from exchanges and a surge in whale activity. On October 25, over 361,000 ETH left exchanges, signaling rising holder confidence as investors moved assets to personal wallets, potentially indicating a long-term holding strategy. Despite mixed buying and selling pressures reflected in a net transfer volume of 128,000 ETH on November 10, the overall trend highlights growing interest in Ethereum. A key bullish signal comes from renewed whale activity. The number of wallets holding at least 1,000 ETH has risen from 5,527 on November 7 to 5,558 by November 12, marking a shift in sentiment among large investors. Whale accumulation often drives upward price momentum by reducing the supply of ETH available on exchanges, which adds to the bullish outlook as whales become more confident in Ethereum's price potential. Currently, ETH is testing critical resistance around $3,500, and a breakout could push prices to $3,700, a potential 18% gain. However, if momentum slows, ETH could retest support levels at $3,000 and $2,800. With strong technical indicators, whale activity, and growing institutional interest, Ethereum's price movement in the coming days will be pivotal in determining whether this rally sustains and achieves new highs.
Not really working yet, but the forward-looking financial conditions, which is based about rates and the dollar and oil prices, are forward-looking basis very positive for the business cycle. So we should see a lot of kind of economic activity and feel-good factor within ourselves ahead. So that's very important because it drives altcoin season. We care about altcoin season because that's when you make the big fucking bucks. Altcoin season, here's altcoin's percentage of Bitcoin total market cap. We are likely to, we follow the ISM. It's the ISM I've shown you is going to pick up. Well, what we're going to see is altcoins dominance rising massively and Bitcoin dominance falling, and us being able to make a lot of money in the smaller stuff rather than Bitcoin. Smaller stuff, for me, the bets for me are Solana and Sui, but you all choose your own, whatever that may be. And that's fine. I don't want to argue about what tokens, what here. I'll leave that to you, but don't go out too much out of your ski tips, out of the risk curve. Bitcoin, ETH, Solana, everything else is more speculative. Remember that. So even when I talk about Sui, and I'm on the board of Sui, and so I am shilling it, but I'm actually not shilling it because I actually care about buying it in the open market myself, because I think it outperforms everything. You still shouldn't, if you're not a professional and you don't know what you're doing, God's sake, don't overweight this stuff too much. I don't want you to fuck it up, because Raoul mentioned Sui a couple of times. Do not do that. Altcoins as a percentage of whether they're outperforming Bitcoin, blah, blah, blah. No, not yet. We're just starting. We had the basing pattern. Now we're going to start. Might be a bit more chopping around, but alt season is here. That's Banana Zone's signature. Crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin and ETH, breaking out. We should see a gigantic acceleration. Look at the acceleration we had back in 2020. It just exploded from 80 to 1,000. So that's 80 billion to $1 trillion. And we will see something more extraordinary this time, I believe. So let's look at a bit of price action, just because you want to know what's happening. Bitcoin, banana zone. Solana, banana. Hasn't broken the all-time high properly yet. It's kind of messing around, but the all-time high is higher, but banana centrale. Solana versus Bitcoin. So we showed you the Bitcoin chart. Looks great. Look at the Solana chart. It's been stable, but it's been going up since October 2023 or December 2023. Global M2, another indicator of private sector liquidity. Bitcoin and that, very good. We're having a little correction now. I don't think it comes back to 80,000, but who knows? But either way, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. Even better, GMI total global liquidity, 10-week lead. It's been spot on, kids. Spot on. Will it always be spot on? No idea. But it tells us that we should be early to mid-December, hit 100,000, and then have a bit of a correction. That makes sense, because a lot of people square their positions, take profits, etc. Particularly now the institutions are there, they do their rebalancing. So then let's say we'd have a 20% pullback from, 100,000 back to 80,000. And then you have the face ripping rally as everybody comes in with a fresh P&L the beginning of the year. And by kind of first week of January, we just start ripping and it becomes an unbuyable period of the banana zone. Happened last year, actually. So Bitcoin halving seasons, we're in the pinky one at the bottom. It's now in line with the 2016-17 halving, which is, I think, the most likely outcome, and dragging behind the previous halving because the liquidity was front-end loaded because of the pandemic, and then back-end it got taken out early. This time around, it's more normal. It's very similar to 2016 cycle, where liquidity was given by the Chinese, and the US didn't add enormous amounts of liquidity. Very similar this time around, trading very similar to that time. Here is that cycle versus today's cycle. And as you can see, very, very similar. But one of the things I talk about is lifestyle chips. And this is different to selling and taking profits. My preference has been actually to ride the down wave and keep adding, but I will take some lifestyle chips off this time. What lifestyle chips mean are securing the quality of life of your dreams, that vision of your future self. Whether it's a better house, better car, that amazing holiday. Well, sometime in the crypto bull market, you will have the opportunity to do that. And if you get too greedy, you won't take it. And then you get really greedy at the peak of the bull market and you'll miss it. And then before you know it, all your hopes and dreams have failed. And you're like, fuck, why did I do that? So many people I know still have PTSD from round tripping the cycle. I didn't because I wanted to round trip the cycle, because I wanted more weakness to add in, because I have a longer term view. But it's really important to take some lifestyle chips off. Take about a third of your portfolio off and buy the things that matter to you. Give yourself a reward for the pain and the hardness of going through the crypto bull market. And we're all psychotic lunatics to go through such a volatile asset class. And when payday comes in bananas, you got to take some money off. So do that. I will do it. I've said probably the end of the year, regardless of price. It may be February, whatever, but it's not about trying to time the top. It's about trying to make me feel good about myself, that I've de-risked, increased my lifestyle. I've taken my lifestyle ratchet up one more, because people can't take it away. And that is incredibly valuable, because the root of happiness is meeting that vision of your future self. And the more you deviate from that path, the more unhappy you are. Doesn't mean you have to be wildly aspirational. It could be very simple stuff. But just give yourself that chance of saying, I've achieved this. I've done this. It's a marker point in my life and it matters. And I worked for it. And I went through the bullshit and I was on X all day, shit posting and reading conflicting things where we're all going to die. We're all going to be rich. We're all going to die. We're going to make it. We're not going to make it. We're going to make it. Everyone's an alcoholic because of this, and everybody is addicted to nicotine. It's fucking impossible otherwise. I've never been in anything like this before. It's the most volatile space. And I've been here since 2013 in crypto, and fuck me, it doesn't get easier. You just have to learn how to psychologically adjust and not absorb the crowd's emotions. That's the hardest thing. The crowd's emotions is the big one. I try and avoid that. But you lot, you just lose your fucking shit every time. Oh my God, the market's down 3% today. We're all going to die. Oh my God, the market's up 3% today. We're so rich. We're all going to... Just stop all of that. It's a long-term cycle. You know where the price is going. You don't need to do that. You don't need to count on Twitter, hey, another 1,000 in Bitcoin. It's just like, it's pointless. You kind of know where it's going. Just hold on. Do your thing. Don't get carried away. Don't get carried away by hubris. You're not a genius. You are brave for having to deal with this shit, but you are not a genius, and nor am I. We've just been given a gift. It's like this fucking divine thing that happens, this 4-year cycle. And so the only gift we've had is being able to see that it's there and taking it.
Raoul Pal has expressed unwavering confidence in the crypto market, describing it as the greatest macro opportunity of our time. He's particularly optimistic about what he calls the banana zone, where liquidity and timing are aligning perfectly with his forecast. Pal predicts the market could be on the brink of a prolonged bull cycle, reminiscent of 2017. His strategy is straightforward. Hold on to your assets, stay composed, resist the urge to chase FOMO, and patiently wait for the significant profits to materialize. Pal emphasizes that maintaining discipline and focus is key to maximizing gains in this evolving market. For more Daily Dose Crypto news, check out these 2 awesome videos on your screen. Click now and we will see you on the next video.